And we're live. Da, 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 da. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. I just wanted to talk to you about an email I got today. I'm just going to dive right in here because I get this email a lot, and I'm going to paraphrase, but basically, I think the guy lives in Arizona and he wants to find out where he can find a quote unquote cougar or sugar mama. Um, Cougar slash sugar mama. There's a big difference between a cougar and a sugar mama. I actually don't know of any sugar mamas. I don't know any woman who likes to support any extra people. It doesn't occur. I know maybe there's sugar daddies out there who don't mind sharing their wealth with young girls if that's the only way they can get the young girls. But women who are really beautiful and cool and intelligent and cougars are not going to go after someone who wants to just use them basically for their money. They don't need to. It's not going to happen. So I just think the idea of someone thinking that there are women out there that are so desperate that they need to find someone that would have sex with them for money. It's just, I don't know. There might be some, but they might have issues. So that's what I wanted to talk about, the difference between a cougar and a sugar mama. So the main thing that you need to know about cougars and where to find them is, first of all, when you're talking about cougars, you know my definition is a confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman. So if we're talking about the confident person, they are going to be exuding positivity, and they would want to be with someone who's also positive, upbeat, and can support themselves and take care of themselves. So I'm not saying that they need to have money. They don't. And I'm sure that there are plenty of women that would support emotionally people that are trying to better themselves and come up with a career and find their passion and all that kind of thing. And that would be a cougar. But a cougar is never going to go after someone who just wants to use them for money, whether they're old or young. I've had situations with guys when I was single where one guy, I asked him what he did for a living, and he said, I work for my dad's company, and I just am going to wait till my dad dies and then sell the company and live off the money. And it was such a huge turnoff that I basically walked away. No matter how old or young or whatever, I never would want to be with someone who only wanted to like mooch off of somebody else. So that's where I'm at with the whole cougar sugar mama. I'm going to open it up to some like little questions here. I'm not going to have a chance to say hi to everybody that's on right now because I just can't. But I would like to hear if anyone has anything to say about the difference between cougar cougar and sugar mama. Let's see. So hi to everyone that's saying hi. And Sandwich Spread says, will you be my sugar mama and cougar combined? And obviously that answer is negative. Okay. So Victor said, I do not see that happening either. Let's just be realistic. Exactly. So, and the other thing I get a lot from people is, where can I find cougars? What bars do they hang out at? What places do they go to? And will you take my phone number and call me? Or give me your friend's phone numbers. Those are they're so random and kind of like a waste of your time because, again, nobody's going to be looking for someone to take care of. And no one is, if they're really a cool person, needs to just go after someone who they don't know because someone sends them their phone number online. Who is this person? Okay. So wait, where were we? Okay. So Ari is on. Ari, what do you have to say about the difference between cougars and sugar mamas? And would you ever want to be a sugar mama? Because Ari is also a very strong, independent woman. And then we got Cougar Love. How you doing, Cougar Love? Okay, so let's see. So yes, everybody, I'm hoping everybody's doing well. Let's see. Yes, most cougars got their act together. Thank you, Full Circle. Did you hear the song I sent, Rob? No, I didn't. Please send it again. Unfortunately, that's another issue with me. I get a lot of emails requesting like help with relationships, with finding women wanting personal advice. And the only places that I give that right now is going to be on Patreon, patreon.com/KarenLee, patreon.com/KarenLee, because then I will be able to take more time to develop a relationship with you and be able to answer your specific issues. I can't take the time to do it just for free all the time. It's a draining thing for me, and I got too much going on. So that being said, welcome to my show. To me, why I like dating mature women is that they already know what they want and just want to be loved and be happy and fun most of the time. There you go. Okay. So I didn't see you mention, Sue Fain, that that women that you're looking for are wanting to support you financially. Sandwich Spread said, if you change your mind, I can use a good spanking. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Sandwich Spread. Some cougars have something to bring to the table compared to a sugar mama. Yes, thank you for that full circle. So you are getting it. Okay, so glad that everyone is here. Here you go. No answer, give me your phone number. Okay, there you go. I don't get it. Let's see. So, yeah, what kind of person is that desperate that they're going to just give their phone number out to anybody on the internet? I mean, think about it. You might get some mentally disturbed person that would do that, but that's not like what normal, I wouldn't even say normal. That's not what anyone that I know would do unless they were super desperate. And you don't want to be the super desperate person. I guess maybe some people do want to be a super desperate, but usually those people are not going to be cougars or sugar mamas. Sorry for the compliment, D. Smith. What was missed it. I don't have a lot of sugar to spread around, Ari's saying. That's a good call too. Even if you did, would you want to spread it around to somebody who just was using you for the sugar? I sure can use this. Oh, here we go again. I'm very patient. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to go back here. What about the Chinese cougar? I don't know anything about the Chinese cougar. I want your cell number. You can text me at yes, text mom, or call yes, text mom. That's my podcast phone number where we do answer questions on the podcast in a humorous, funny way, but sometimes educational. So you can text us your thoughts there. My last podcast episode was about a guy who came 4 times a day, like had orgasms 4 times a day. So yeah, it was super funny. I would hate for you guys to miss that. It's called Sex Talk with My Mom. All these links are below here. So if you're just coming on, make sure to give thumbs up to the video. I was pissed last time. I had like 20 thumbs down. I don't know. Somebody had like a vendetta or something. I don't know what I did wrong, but 20 thumbs downs on one video. What did I do? Since my question is going to be completely out of context, Karen, please feel free not to answer it if you want. Do you think that pornography in moderation can be harmful? Thanks. Joey, do I think pornography in moderation can be harmful? Well, the key you said was moderation, and I'm always a believer that anything in moderation is okay. However, I don't know your specifics because some people, even in moderation, can take things to a compulsion level. So I can't really answer that, Joey, and I hope that you understand why I can't. I just don't know, your specific instance, but I would say the fact that you said moderation is going to be key because I always believe moderation is the key of life. Let's see. I've been celibate. You've been celibate for 8 years. Who cares if my line dies? LOL. Yeah, don't worry about reproducing just to have your name reproduced. You got to reproduce because you want to reproduce. Israel, are you a sugar mom? No. I only would want to be with someone who is self-sufficient, or at least striving to be self-sufficient, but not someone who's with me just to use me for money. I would feel sick to my stomach if I knew someone would use me for money. I'm engaged to a cougar mom, happy and proud of it. This year in March will be our 10-year anniversary. Cool, Francisco. That's awesome. And I would love to hear more about it. Please comment below all about it, and I'll use those comments in my book. So just when you're done here, go to YouTube and just comment below. Write the comments about your stories, about, because I'm writing a book. So write the comments about your stories about if you've been involved with an older woman, why you were involved with her, how you met her, why the relationship works, because that's the even more intriguing thing to me, to have a relationship long term with a, besides just a sexual or casual relationship. I'd like to hear about long term relationships with a big age gap, like what I have with my boyfriend. I'm not looking for a sugar mama. I'm looking for a woman who isn't in it for the money. Yeah, let's take money out of the table, guys. No one wants to be used for money, especially some older woman who already has kids that she probably has to support herself, her lifestyle. She doesn't want to be supporting somebody else. Why would she? She wouldn't have to. D. Smith, am I skipping you purposely? I'm sorry. No, I'm not skipping you purposely. Hello there to you. Did you ask me a question? I missed it. If I did, just repeat it down here. I've been on live streams too, and I am like, I wish he'd answer. I wish he or she would answer my question. And I found that if I wrote a question and they missed it, just write it again, and then I'll get it the second time. Even if you have to write it like 5 times, just be annoying and write it 5 times. Are you sexually active, Israel? Yeah, I'm sexually active. It would be sad if I stopped being sexually active. Let's see. I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for a spanking. Sandwich spread. You love this spanking concept. All right. So where were we? Do you think Joan Collins was a cougar or sugar mama? I am guessing Joan Collins was 100% cougar. Because of the fact she might have supported somebody, but she was a very like super independent, cool lady from what I gathered. But again, you never know what's going on behind someone else's closed doors, right? Thank you. That was a good answer. I've been searching a lot concerning that and always got different answers. Joey, regarding the porn. I hope that helped. I'm not like this anti-porn person. I've interviewed several porn stars and many porn stars. I'm friends with porn stars. I don't have issues with porn stars per se. And I think porn stars would say the same thing, that that porn is entertainment. It's not education. And the other issue I think also with porn is that it can get you very desensitized to subjects. For example, you can start out with, oh, I just want to watch a guy and a girl having sex, and the next thing you know, oh, I just want to watch 2 guys and a girl, and then I just want to watch gangbangs. Oh, I just want to watch people being tied up and beaten up and whatever. Sometimes it can go that you might be just not able to watch normal porn anymore, and then you might end up just becoming more and more going down that rabbit hole of porn. I don't want to say addiction, but more of compulsion, if that's all you do is watch porn. So yeah, I knew a guy who was like masturbating 5 times a day, and it was because he was addicted to porn, really. It wasn't really addicted to masturbation. But again, porn can have a great place in your relationship. If especially if you don't have a girlfriend and you want to watch porn, hey, who am I to tell you not to watch porn? It's entertaining. So obviously it's a huge industry. Joan Collins got better as she aged. Past 40 was even hotter. Saw her at an art exhibit opening a few years ago with a handsome younger man on her arm. There you go. So yeah, I probably would not believe that she needed to pay for men. Although maybe she supported them if they didn't have any money, but I don't think that would be the main reason she would stick around, just to pay for young guys. Let's see. A classic track not aged in 15 years. Okay, Rob, let me, you know what, do me a favor and write this down below, or remind me this somehow later, because I am not able to like write anything down without losing my train of thought, which is even harder for me because I got Instagram and YouTube going on here. Raquel Welch is another hottie. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Karen, long time. Not sure if you remember me, Ballflake. I really like girls who are nerdy, like reading books, watching movies. Do you know where I can find a girl that likes those things? I would say libraries. That's the first thing that came to my mind. If you're looking for someone who is into nerdy subjects, where do you like to hang out? Because I would believe that you'll find women that like to do that too. I don't know what age women, but I would think that if you have a passion for someone who likes to read, or Go to movie review clubs. I used to be a member of a movie review club that I go to, or a book review club. I mean, that's a great, if you like that kind of thing, it's a great way to find people. That's a really good idea for anyone who is interested in meeting anyone. Just find out what your passion is. Like if your passion is photography, why don't you join a photography class? I bet you'll meet other passionate female photographers. What's my favorite position? I get asked this a lot, and I think for me, I like to be on top so that I can get good eye contact going. But hey, I'm open to any position. Any position after a while is going to get boring. You want to try something new? Try something new. I'm glutamine, ma'am. Give me your number. I swear. I got to be right back. I just have to. I had a sniffle there. Okay. Where were we? Ma'am, give me your number. No answer. Give me your number. Okay. Again, these people, I don't understand why, no matter what I say, what are you doing in your free time? Ashley, what do I do in free time? Okay. So I'm a big lover of anything entertaining, whether it be music, art, reading, hanging out with friends, smoking some weed now and then. In California, it's legal. Well, what else? I just like to have a good time all the time. Try to make it as fun of a time as I can. Sometimes I'm exhausted and just want to just veg out and watch Netflix. So yeah, that's what I do in my free time. Hope that helps. Ari's saying, go to a bookstore to meet these women that are nerdy. That's a very good call. Art districts can be a good place. Absolutely. Let's see. Ballflick. I go to clubs and bars, age 22. Girls who are there really don't enjoy reading or books or watching movies. Then Ballflick. Don't go looking at. You're not going to find the older women that are nerdy at these clubs for 22-year-olds. So just think about that. I'm doing great, Chris. Let's see. I agree completely. I asked you that specific question because to me, you always seem very knowledgeable concerning sexual issues and education. Joey. Oh, gotcha. The one about moderate porn use, if it's good, bad, whatever. And I think if you ask a question, you have some concerns and just, try to figure out where the concerns are coming from. Sometimes they're just, you needing to be educated on the place of where porn should be in your life, or sometimes it is something that maybe you do have an addictive personality, and you are realizing that it's taken over your life. So you have to really look at yourself and figure out, okay, where am I? Where do I fit into this picture? Yeah. Do you think it's too young of an age for me to seek a long-term serious relationship? I'm 22. No, 22. Just go for it. If you found someone that you want to have a relationship with, enjoy it. I think like when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s for that matter, you don't want to be with one person. You at least, in other words, you can be with one person, obviously, but you don't want to stay with the one person that you met and had a relationship with just because that's the only person you've ever had a relationship with. You want to have many relationships. I always say, you wouldn't go to a car dealership and you'd never ever driven any cars and just bought the first car that you tried. You want to try different cars, right? You want to know what you like, what you don't like, and you only know that by trial and error. So 22, sure, go for it. Try different relationships. You're not too young. I mean, if you want a long-term serious relationship, go for it. Just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. I love when someone says, thank you, William. You are still sexy, beautiful, gorgeous woman. What does that mean, still? Still, like, is there an expiration date on being sexy and gorgeous? Some people here are talking about people like Joan Collins and Raquel Welch, who are probably in their 80s and 90s. Or some of them are dead, but they maintain their sexiness throughout their life, and that's what I intend to do. Is that, if anything, you can learn a lot from an older person, no matter if they're men or women. You learn from older people because they have more experience in life. Some 40 or 50-year-old women look better than girls in their 20s. Yeah, exactly. How was my holidays in Australia? Thank you for asking that, Fabrice. It was really fun. I love Australia. I'd never been there before, and the people were super, super nice. and I got to touch and hold, kind of like put my arm around a koala, which was my goal of the trip. And I'm not supposed to call them koala bears because apparently they are not bears. They're not in the bear family. I think they're marsupials, something like that. Monotrines? I can't remember. Okay. Say hello to you, please. Okay. Milton, hi. Anybody that wants a shout out from me, join me on Patreon, patreon.com/KarenLee. I shout out all my patrons. I love my patrons. You can join for, I don't know if the dollar sold out, but I think that $5 a month or something like that, just to let me know that you support. Or you can super chat here and you get a shout out. Here, full circle. Lounges with good music can be a good place. Cougars usually hang in groups of 2 or 3. It allows you to choose to pick one. Sometimes 2 or 3 will hang out with you for the whole night. Oh yeah, full circle. You seem to know your shit. Full circle. Write that down below in the comment section because I'll put it in my book. And on my book will not use real names. I probably, white those names out. But write down in the comments if you had any tips on how to meet women, because a lot of these people that are on here are asking for advice about how to meet those older women, and they don't know. Okay, so Ari likes Wyatt's Metal. Try the reverse Polish pretzel. Is that your favorite, the reverse Polish pretzel? Ari, you crazy woman. Let's see. Carlos, so gorgeous and sexy, Cougar. I'll kiss you all over, baby. Okay. There's a married woman at my work. We flirt a lot, lead to sexual innuendos. There have been some touchings. I don't know what to do. Ball flake, just take it at your pace. I mean, just take it slow. And, ask her for a cup of coffee or a drink or something, But if you're at work, I think we wanted to talk about that. Just remember your most important thing is your work. Because women are, like my mother would say, women are like a bus. You miss one, catch another, but your jobs aren't, So you want to make sure that like I at one point was thinking about, should I have sex with my hair colorist? And I'm thinking, maybe not, because there are a lot of people I could have sex with, but there's very few that can know how to color my hair. This was a while ago, so don't worry about it. Let's see. Yes, some of them might be dead, but the memories, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Reverse Polish pretzel. I don't know what it is. Hi there, Dwells. Okay, I'm going to see what's going on my Instagram since I've been ignoring these poor people that are asking questions. Do you think I should hook up with a cougar at work? Oh, well, we just covered that, Maren. Okay, so I can't say yes, you should, or no, you shouldn't hang out with the cougars at work, but just think about the long-term consequences if you start a relationship with someone at work. If you feel like it's not going to jeopardize your job at all, if you go out with someone and you break up and then you're working with them, then go for it. If you feel like there's a good chance that it's going to be awkward and that you might lose your job at the end of the day, I would not think it's worth it. That's my opinion. Do I ever get bored of sex talk? Sometimes, yeah, I do. But for the most, I think sex is a life force, and I think it's important to talk about it, and that's basically why I do talk about it. Cougars cuff you, sugar mama spend on you. Oh, cougars cuff you, sugar mama spend on you. All right. So, Dwells, have you had a sugar mama? You had a really cool woman that decided to spend on you? Oh, are you made up the reverse Polish pretzel? Got it. Hi, what do you think about sex on the beach while others are watching? Nude Croatia. Well, some people get really turned on by that voyeuristic quality. And I think, hey, if it's legal and you don't get in trouble, then why not? I don't yuck anybody's yum. Whatever your kink is or whatever your preferences are, your fetishes or whatever it is, it's all okay with me. I don't judge. I think it's a good idea to try different stuff, because otherwise sex can get boring if you're just doing the same damn missionary position all the goddamn time. I'm saying go for whatever you feel comfortable with. Oh, you notice my t-shirt quilt back here? This is a collection of t-shirts I've had since I first went to concerts back in the 70s. So I suggest that you guys save your t-shirts, cut them up, and make them into a quilt. And I can give you the link later on if you want to know. Let's see. Oh, you want to know what conversations that lead to sex. Okay. So I've done other videos and I would look for them. But main thing is you want to look at your body language. And if you're being like flirty, touching, like you said, it's always a good sign if a girl is touching you and flirting with you and looking at you in the eyes, smiling, doing the hair thing or whatever. I would say though, just again, like if she's at work, ask her out for a cup of coffee or something light, like as a friend, because I start out very slow and just always think about the long-term consequences before you do anything. Okay. You're bored of sex, Rob? Okay, you're more than welcome to be bored of sex. Being open-minded is key, and it takes two to be on the same page. Actually, that's another very important point. And I think that you always want consent, and you always want someone that wants to do the same things that you want to do. Say you want to do a threesome, and she's like, no. Then respect that and find out why, and see how important it is for you versus how important it is for her to not do it or do it, and then have a conversation. That's all. Just talk about it. Thank you, Tom. The hair thing is big. Some women throw their hair left to right with a slight giggle. Aha. Write all this stuff down below, will you please? Okay. So it looks like it's time for me to go. I hope that you guys had fun. I hope you have a great weekend. And nice to see you, Ari, and any of the female sugar mamas or cougars that come on this show. I'd like to hear from you. Yeah, if you're watching this later on, make sure to give a thumbs up to the video. On YouTube, for example, if you haven't gone from YouTube to Instagram or Instagram to YouTube, please migrate back and forth. And if you need any help with anything, put it in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. If I don't, just like I said, repeat it, please, because otherwise I don't remember who asked what and my brain can't handle the overload of information. All right, that's it. Have a good one, everyone. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.